LAG. Any predictions, any strats, anything you want to add before we get kicked off?
I'm gonna
Get this
say
kicked off.
get more kills than the other team, and you're gonna win.
Oh,
not
spoken like a true John Madden. I love it.
not
All right, now you
always
do.
true, but
Well, you do see pretty much all of Chicago does push into P1. Lag takes a little bit different of a route. They have, I'm just going to call him TTV, is watching that mid map. He does get taken out by Chicago, and Chicago now holding that mid map control.
Chicago actually even flipped spawns here for P2, getting
Also,
behind
looks
that
like we don't
kitchen.
have game sound, FYI.
Fixed it.
Awesome.
As Chicago does manage to get all of that, most of this P1 early time, and then they did split spawns here to get P2. But as I see that Prufio is going to be hitting this kitchen, this is going to be a big gunfight here between him and Cookie on this backside. He actually chooses not to get spawns, which in hindsight is good because Chicago has 3 people flooding that backside. LAG deciding to hit this from the front, as you do have Alex M on a flank around the back. He's going to help Prufio here, as Prufio was the first one to this hill, and he was still alive till right when I called it out. He does go down, but giving his teammates time to get there and give him help. Chicago spawning out now. Alex with 2... Well, actually gets some help from his teammate.
This is actually a pretty big point right now for Lag. They are able to put some points on the board. Chicago has done a pretty good job of keeping it contested, but Lag is closing the gap here. We're about 10 seconds, 10-15 seconds out from that rotation to P3. I would imagine, yep, there it is. Cookie, he's making that very early rotation, trying to anchor that spawn. TTV is thinking the same thing, and actually TTV might actually get it for his teammates here.
Yeah, but his teammates
he was able to
spawned
sneak past Chicago.
all the way behind P2. They get the kill for the last 13 seconds here on P2. As I say that, Chicago spawns out. TTV is actually spawning Chicago on that wrong side of the map.
Yeah, it does look like it's hard to tell. The spawns have been kind of interesting, but I think TTV was able to anchor that one. He did get spawns for his team, and I think you're going to see Lag pull ahead here.
Yeah, so
Chicago kind of chasing their tails. They did spawn pretty far out, got a little bit broken up here, a little scattered, but they are rallying. They're going to try to break this hill, but I would imagine they're probably going to be chalking this one and just push to P4 and maintain those good spawns.
LAG actually, in that P2 to P3 rotation, with TTV on the right side of the map, their whole team spawned together and pushed out. They actually opened up that spawn for Chicago to then spawn there as they killed them. So as you need somebody to anchor spawns, also getting off of spawns can cause your team...
I apologize for interrupting. I wanted to point out that Lag did a fantastic job there. They were able to cap P3, and then you had one person on Lag that actually pushed to that, and I'm trying to remember the callouts there, pushed to the yard area there and was actually able to get those really good spawns for P4 for Lag. So that was an absolute clutch play on Lag's part.
As LAG does manage to get spawns here, and they're in control with a lead now, as Chicago had the early lead. LAG bringing this back. LAG did win their semifinal 3-1, where Chicago went to that round or map 5. Could be mentally taxing here on Chicago, playing 2 series back to back, especially at our high gold level. I mean, at any level, if you're playing 2 series back to back going game 5, you're probably going to feel a little mental strain, as you don't normally get to play this many series back to back. That
I could offer a counter argument there, though, and say that that first match allowed Chicago to get warmed up and kind of get their blood flowing.
I mean, LAG was playing also, so
oh, that is true.
They just were able to close out, get that confidence of a 3-1 as opposed to a map 5. But
to you, looks like you have P5 heavily locked down mid-map, control by Lag. Chicago moving in. It looks like they're going to make a push from multiple areas, and it's actually successful. They broke the hills temporarily. They were able to pull that back from Lag and get those much-needed points to tie this back up.
Eaton in a great spot up there on that raid statue. Picks up Alex over here on open steps. As the spawns in this are always interesting because nobody really anchors spawns, so you kind of have to guess, like, oh, what side of the map were we more towards when we killed them? As this is a close game, 119 to 103. LAG on this hill, already rotated here for P1 with 20 seconds left on P5. Chicago in position for P2 right now, but you got Jims kind of coming on the backside of this P1 hill.
Does look like you have Chicago. They're making that early rotation. Lag, they see what they're up to, and they met them. They said, no, that is ours. They do have that early kind of locking down that P1, and this one looks like it's going to go in the favor of Lag. Good job on their part, just absolutely routing Chicago from around P1.
Yes. Chicago kind of stuck right now in that art room, which feels like a good spot till you realize trying to come out that art side door into people that are already looking there is probably the hardest thing to do on the raid map.
Absolutely.
As Chicago's in a great, or not in a great position is what I meant to say, as Lag on this hill, 30 seconds left. Chicago does manage to get time, but LAG set up for P2.
If I was Lag here, I'd still try to set up for P2, but do my best. I mean, you have almost, at that point, you had 30 seconds left. Try to keep it contested, send 1, maybe 2, just jump in the mix there. But as that P2 starts to unlock here in about 5 seconds, Lag is absolutely locking it down, and it's going to be up to Chicago to break this hill.
With how close this game is, Chicago just gave up the last 5 seconds on P1. I don't know if that 5 seconds is enough for you to push forward and do anything. Especially now that they're just kind of waiting for their teammates. In a game this close, 5 seconds could be a huge difference, but Chicago, proving me wrong, gets all the kills.
A nice little 2-piece there. That was huge on their part. Completely, they marched in, kicked the door in, and broke that hill. Just pushed them out.
Eaton staying alive here, just dancing around this pillar. Chicago actually spawning out now as they all went down. LAG spawning in the back, but you still have Zaire here in mid control, making it so Chicago's got to look 2 directions when they come out of that open steps. The rotation.
Chicago seeing those last 15 seconds. Looks like they are going to leave someone behind this time, try to get that extra, couple of points. Honestly, I think that's a smart move on their part, given how close this game is. It does look like Lag was able to pick off that person they left behind, but Chicago is in a good position for P3. If they can hang on to this, they're going to be in good shape.
Chicago actually spawned 2 people out right as you were saying that, all the way behind P2 before that P2 closed. Jim's just trying to be the lone man to stay alive on this hill. His teammates are finally getting here from that long, full trek across the map. 182, 165 LAG.
Yeah, it's a pretty close game, and just every single hill is just a back and forth. No real clear... I guess there's no clear team here that's controlling spawns or really outmaneuvering, out-rotating. They're both very equally matched in the technical part of respawn here.
Eaton is 26 and 20 right now for his team. Prufio on the other side, 25 and 16. Alex M, 23 and 16. All these players having a good match. As the scoreline shows, this could go either direction.
It looks like P4 is shaping up to be one heck of a melee here. Bodies dropping, but Chicago, they are the last ones standing here. They're going to be able to hold this point. With Lag spawning out, this is going to be a good opportunity for them to close the gap.
Yeah, I mean, this could easily switch to 30-point lead the other direction. As this backcourt is hard to just come in that front side, and then you have 2 mags and you have Jims just kind of watching the back, watching that elbow and through kitchen push. So you have one option, and that's to hit it from the front. And that pool side just so open. LAG all going down.
Chicago, they are finally pulling ahead. They pretty much I think they've controlled this hill for the entire time. Really good play on Chicago's part. They're going to be able to pull, I think, probably you're exactly right, almost a 30-point lead going into P5.
That's quick maths. So LAG opting to rotate here for this P5, but this is one of those hills where 2 mags in a great position to kind of pinch it while his teammates come from open stairs. And
you do have a little bit of a pinch developing against 2 mags, and I don't know if he's going to be able to walk away from this one, and unfortunately he was not. Lag is actually able to wrench control of this hill away from him.
2 mags just looking for another kill here, so he almost gets it. He slides in. All of Chicago starting going down. Cookie, the last alive. That kill feed was very purple. As Chicago, 232 to 218. This is going to come down possibly to P1. I mean, P1 can be contested as you can kind of run around that statue. the P1 hardpoint did change slightly in size. I believe it shrank. As now I can't do quick math. LAG cannot win on this hill. But they are set up here for P1. Chicago's got to get in. Chicago's only got... Eaton's got to do something huge as he does get picked up. That might be game for LAG as Cookie's the closest one here. He's just trying to get to the hill and not get shot. LAG takes map 1, 250 to 232.
I will say, though, Chicago put up one heck of a fight there. Some really good rotation, really good hill breaking on their part. All in all, the score, I think, really describes the caliber of both teams. Very evenly matched, and I'm excited to see how we go, how they do going into this S&D.
Yeah, LAG looking good. I mean, both teams were looking good. Follow kind of the CDL breakdown of more A hits, AR heavy side of the map.
What I would like to see is once we get in, pull up the loadout screen for everyone. I want to see what people are running for equipment here, and see if we can kind of make some predictions as far as based on what their kind of breakdown is.
You say that like I remember what button that is. Nope, that's... Oh no. Now I've really broken it. Oh my goodness.
It is okay, don't worry about it. Looks like we do have a B push going on right now. Chicago is spread out. They've got kind of one person pushed up watching A, one watching that main, actually two watching that main middle road, and then one kind of watching that the parking garage B bomb site here. But I think once you start having shots fired, you'll start seeing everyone from Chicago start making their way to that that parking garage. You're gonna have a little bit of a melee going down in here.
This is a B hit. Eaton just trying to stay alive as grenades are coming flying at him. They do manage to pick up mags and gyms as they push this B bomb site. Eaton's still back here. Rufio knew he was there, but Eaton just stepping out and getting the kill, making this a 2v2. Oh, Eaton almost gets one. Cookie now by himself with a Krieg here, trying to take this B site might be hard.
Yeah, he's kind of at a disadvantage. By the way, it's T for Tango, pulling up gear, but Lag takes it round 1.
2 SMGs from the LAG side probably leans why they hit that B bomb site. Yes, that is an ACOG on the Krieg. I mean, this is the map to do that, so...
Yep. Chicago on the attack as we go into round 2. Pull up gear, see if people have changed so far. You do have Chicago. Is that a flex? So 1 SMG. Still looks like, I don't know, they're kind of keeping their options open.
It does look like it's going to be a B hit as Alex picks up 1 here in the mid-map. Chicago... I'm surprised Cookie's still just kind of running out in this middle area. Not a lot of places you can go once you're out there. He's just kind of hoping to stay alive here, make it back into cover, get the support of his teammates.
You have a 3v4 right now going on. One did drop from Chicago. Poked his head up, unfortunately. Actually, now, and Chicago is dropping. Lag is... has a little bit of an advantage. Eaton, picking off someone from long distance, is able to drop Alex. Good shooting on his part. So we do actually have it down to a 2v3. Bullets are flying and bodies are dropping here. And Lag is dropping another one. This is going to be brutal. 1v3 situation has developed for Chicago, and he's on the attack. And just like that, Lag, they take it. 2-0 as we go into round 3.
I mean... Chicago kind of pushing into that middle area was a strange choice to me, as you saw he just kind of, he got there then realized, well, I can't go anywhere from here. Had to turn around and just run for his life, and at that point you're already getting picked off. Shots are coming in, you're getting weak as Alex M 4-1 right now for LAG. Prufio's on 2 streak.
Looks like you might have Lazo taking that long route around Tiki, seeing maybe what he can do here. Might start shooting back at Cookie, who looks like he's posted up at Visitor Center, but possibly a pretty solid B bomb site push into that parking garage.
LAG just trying to find a pick here. Alex in kind of that godheady spot out on that pier. Chicago, Mags is pushed up pretty far here, but in kind of a weird spot for LAG to check. Prufio just right in front of him. Is he going to see him sticking out? He does see his shoulder sticking out there. Chicago down 1.
Pretty big advantage though, because I do believe that LAG is running a lot more subs, and I think Chicago was the one running 1 sub, 1 flex, and 2 ARs.
That trophy system is coming in huge right now for LAG. As Eaton back here in this dumpster spot again almost finds Prufio in the exact same way he did round 1. Chicago down to just Eaton.
4v1, yeah, it's Eaton's in a tough spot, and Lag takes it 3-0 as we go into the 4th match. Chicago's got to make something happen here.
Yeah, it's Prufio somehow staying alive in this top balcony spot, just taking the fight at what I would consider AR range with the SMG and still winning it. So Prufio now 4-1 on a 4 streak. He's 2 away from getting
pull up. I like to see the loadouts for kind of with S&D especially, see if we get a little bit of a breakdown. So yeah, LAG 2 subs, a flex, and an AR. I have a feeling that they're planning a defense of B bomb site, and Chicago possibly reading that is making that rotation up to A, might be catching Lag unaware here.
LAG pushed up really hard. They're gonna know this is an A push since they have not seen any of Chicago. But Eaton sitting back here, being that force to stop LAG from coming on a hard flank. As you do have Lazo still all the way back here with this Krieg ACOG. Chicago actually getting slowly picked apart mid-map. As Prufio does still hit the flank. As Lazo gets 1 before he goes down. It is just down to 2 mags now. The bomb in not a great spot out in the middle of the beach, so...
I have a feeling 2 mags he might be giving up the bomb here and seeing if he can, I guess, more or less win this on kills.
Prufio and Zaire just have to stay where they are. As long as they both don't die, they're going to win this round.
Which is exactly what they're doing. They're not. There's no good lord, no ego chal going on here. They're playing it smart. They know what they got to do.
Yeah, so everybody in scrims and practice, everyone always would just push this, right? But when it comes to chump matches, wow, LAG just wins the gunfight anyways. When it comes to chump matches, people end up playing a little slower, more cautious. And it feels weird sometimes. You're like, this isn't how we practice at all. But
I mean, it is really difficult to practice like you play. It is a common phrase that at least when I was in the military, it's something we used all the time. You got to, drill and practice like you play. And there is a psychological aspect of it where when it's game time, those nerves set in and you make different decisions as a result of that. But we do have Lag 4-0 leading the map currently as they go into the 5th matchup. Pretty obvious B bomb site push going on. Lag has been doing a pretty decent job of staying pretty close quarters with 1 flex and an AR, and it's actually been paying off for him here. But so far, a lot of kind of cat and mouse game, not a lot happening at the moment.
Zaire and 2 mags are about 3 feet from each other. As Zaire does manage to win that gunfight. Eaton pushed up a little farther than he normally is at that back trash can. Cookie, I believe he got a kill here up in the top piano. Can make it a little harder for Lonzo to get into this piano position, support his teams in that back alley with Eaton looking over the garage. Jims is going to know where Lonzo is. He's just trying to stay alive. Meanwhile, Eaton is holding back Alex and Zaire with help from Cookie up top.
Lazo was actually in that little engagement. They're able to pick off Jims. And, I mean, it still is a 2v2. Both teams just kind of trading in and out.
Cookie last alive for his team. He gets 1. He just got to stay alive. 4 seconds. He's just trying to stay away from Zaire. He does manage to do it. I think he might have even got the kill unless he is reloading. He could have been out of ammo. That is the first round for Chicago, which they needed to get on the board. If you go down 0-5, you feel like that's an unclimbable hill. So Chicago see if they can roll that momentum here into another round. Down 4-1.
I think Chicago, you're going to see pretty much B bomb site pushes from them. They probably learned their lesson from getting caught out in the open there. And I think their best bet is to keep it close. I know I watch Cookie and Eaton. They're monsters up close. They got to keep those engagements as close as possible.
Chicago gonna get caught out as Prufio just holds down the trigger until he gets both of them. Eaton gets picked off mid-map. You're now down to just Jims, who's stuck out here on this pier. They know where he's at. They spot him out. LAG goes up 5-1.
We go into the 7th round. This is match point for Lag. Chicago's got to get some momentum going here.
Prufio just laying on the trigger on that kill. Just puts in 2 shots on Jims. I didn't even see that the first time. But he did know where Jims was. Just waited for Jims to come around this corner. Getting that SMG at what I consider AR range. It just seems unstoppable in this game. Prufio is 8-2 right now. Somebody's been studying their S&D strats. Zaire is actually 4-0. He has yet to die.
It's like Lag playing it safe, not doing any crazy strategies here, going for the classic B bomb site push. 2 mags getting caught. He did walk away with his life. Unfortunately, Lazo was there and was able to take him out. We do have a 3v3 situation.
Yes, they're going to get this bomb down extremely fast. It's down to Eaton and Jims, who... Jims has to rotate all the way from the other bomb site. They're gonna have a hard
Honestly,
time.
I think that's a good play by Lag here. They haven't been super aggressive with the bomb push and like trying to plant it. And this final round, kind of catching Chicago off guard, and they did have the numbers in their advantage, but putting Chicago on their back foot, chasing their tail, and just like that, Lag does take it 6-1 in the map as we go to map 3.
2-0 in the series with that win as well. That Chicago has their work cut out for them, but we did see in that first hard point. Here we go. We are on the go as Chicago's pushing this A site with all their players.
Honestly, just jump on the point, see if you can...
Oh, they get the kills. They already have 3 on the site. Alex here almost gets a huge 2-piece. But Chicago's going to already have 2 ticks here in LNA.
Lag's gonna have to jump in there and contest it, because if they're not able to cap this, I mean, that's a lot of time to cap that B point if they're...
Cookie's over on B. This. So even if Magnums goes down here, he's looking unstoppable on this hill. That's going to be the A point, Chicago. They already have almost a full tick in here on B.
I think that's the quickest I've seen it capped yet, honestly, this season for Raid. I'm sorry, for Control. But half a tick done on B, and Chicago absolutely locking this down. Holy smokes.
They came out absolutely firing, as they almost have B already.
This might be it. And
wow.
I can't believe it. That's got to be some kind of record within the league. But Chicago absolutely trouncing Lag here, pushed aggressively. That's the kind of thing that I've been wanting to see in Control since this game came out, and since I mean, I never really played a lot of Control pre-Cold War, but that's always been my opinion, is why don't you just push super aggressive and just stack up on that point to get those ticks going pretty quickly. I know a lot of people would disagree with me on that one, but that's the kind of thing I wanted to see, and a fantastic play by Chicago.
Well, yeah, the only thing about getting the stack on the hill is you got to get the kills to offset that, which Chicago did on that A site. Let's see here if LAG can do the same.
I'd like to point out, I mean, 2 mags, 8-1. He absolutely locked it down on A. Probably the key to victory for him there.
You have 2 mags isn't a contest spot here. Oh my goodness. He is unkillable at the moment. He does not want to see this be a 3-0.
Something tells me 2 mags G Fuel just kicked in, because he is just absolutely cracked right now.
Oh, Jim's just missed that guy that fell right next to him. As Chicago's still picking up the kills. 2mags 10 and 2 right now.
You do have someone, they did rotate up north a little bit. They're watching that B bomb site or B control point, but mid-map controls going to Chicago. Ticks are going on right now. It looks like they're about to get that first tick on A, but I think, were they able to get it? It's so hard to tell. Yes, they were. So first tick on A. Chicago's moving in potentially for the kill. Possible pinch going on. Zyre able to take out, I apologize who that was, but Jim's able to clear it out and able to start clearing that second tick on A.
While this is all happening, Lonzo was on that B site getting the first tick in. He did manage to get that in before he gets picked up.
You just kind of have like splitting the difference here right now. 2 and 2 on each control point, but a massive push by Lag going up north at the B control.
Yes, Chicago needs to try to find a way into this B site. Eaton managing to do what's needed. As you still have Prufio here up in the kitchen money area, just kind of being a nuisance in Chicago spawn. They need to pick
Lag's slowly running out of time here. We're at 37 seconds left and only one tick on each control point. They've got to make something happen here if they want to take this.
I mean, that might be the A point for them, as they have 3 people piling in now into A. Chicago, I mean, if you get down to 30 seconds, you have a pretty good chance of holding this B bomb site. You just have to make sure you don't lose that courtside spawns.
It is a tough part of the map to break, but Lag has some time to work with. They were able to cap that A control point.
Yeah, for sure is. All of Lag is in this kitchen area. Kind of just getting shot at from every angle. You have 2mags pushed up all the way on the other side of pool, so once LAG starts to go down, he's going to be in a great spot to pick some people up. He does. Gets one. He's now going to look for LAG coming off spawn. You have Prufio pushing open steps looking for mags.
Less than a minute to go. Lag trying to break this control point, but Chicago repelling them at every turn here, doing an amazing job of defense, and Lag might be running out of time.
Oh, Mag's a good spot there. On the balcony. I didn't even know you could get that far over right there.
2mags right now absolutely clutching it. He's quadruple positive at the moment. I want to highlight that.
It is 3 to 8 on lives, as well as LAG running out of time and lives. At this point, you don't want to fall too far in that life hole in case this does go to round 5. But Chicago.
Well, they're less than 20 seconds left, and they've got to play it conservative or they'll run out of lives here. So I think this might be it for them.
So this is the last push out here onto the B point. I mean, if they can get the kills here that they need, they could definitely cap it with 2 people.
No, I think that is it, and Chicago takes it 2-0 in the round right now, and we go to the final matchup potentially for Chicago.
Chicago. I mean,
2mags absolute MVP that round. The positioning that he was in and just the clutch plays that he was making. So far, he has been turning the tables here.
Yeah, so Chicago needs to pull this out. I mean, they don't have to win it here on offense, but if you win it here on offense, you're feeling real good going into map 4. Hopefully carry that momentum all the way to map 5.
I'm curious to see with the confidence and just how well they're doing, if they're going to play another super aggressive game here, or if they're going to try to play it a little bit more conservative.
As the early kills are going the way of LAG right now. But the way Chicago's been playing, even if they don't win this offense, they have another good shot at winning the defense, so.
Lag doing a pretty good job locking down A control point. Chicago at the moment doesn't really know what they're going to do. It does look like Eaton is able to clear out that mid-map area, but Lag still watching up at B and locking down A. Chicago breaking through on A. You got almost 3 people on that control point, and you'll probably see it start getting capped quickly if they can get on it.
But one does get picked off, but Mag gets the trade.
Well, first tick is down on A as they're trying to work on that second. Lag is pushing in to contest it and halt that progression there. They are able to clear it out, but a massive play by Zaire there. I think a nice little two-piece was able to take out 2 people from Chicago and clear that second tick.
As Eaton looking for that second guy up in the window. He is on the hill here. He does have teammates pushing in with him. If you can cap this B point, that's going to be huge. They do get 1 tick in. Still, Cookie is alive on the hill, and I believe 2 mags, but they do get picked up.
Does look like it's contested and just shy of that of getting that second tick. But good job on Lag moving in, breaking it, and clearing it down. Chicago rotating back down south to that A control point. They are very quickly running out of time here, and they're going to have to make an aggressive push. However, Lag spawned out and got caught pushing that B control point, and that just like that, they are able to cap the B control point. Good play by Chicago, kind of doing that back and forth, forcing Lag to chase them down.
Zaire actually in a bad position here for his team. If he stays there and doesn't get any kills, his team could start spawning that laundry side and making it a long run for them to make it back to the court. But he does manage to pick up 1. They are spawning laundry now. It's Prufio's going to have to do get some big kills here from that bedroom area.
I will say Chicago, they spawn pretty far out in garage. Lag's in pretty good position to lock down this defense. It does look like you've got Cookie and 2 mags pushing that, I don't know what you call it, eastern flank, if you will, pushing up through garage into the pool area. And they're able to get on that point, possibly start capping it.
You have 2 on the point, but quickly being taken down as Jim's left alive on this hill. Gets taken down. 2 mags just trying to stay alive now, waiting for his teammates to spawn back up. They're going to have 1 last push here at this hill. Alex M just gets a 3-piece in mid-map. 2 mags picking up 1, but 15 seconds left. You're down to 3 lives if you're Chicago.
Oh no, this one, Lag was able to repel that big major push, and I think that's it for them, for Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago gonna... I mean, they still have their chance to win the whole round here on defense. I mean, you win an offense, usually you're gonna win the series. Or at least win the map, not the series. But LAG is gonna have to work some magic here to pull off an offensive round to make this to map 5. Both teams had a good defensive round where it was just dominant, so lives could go either way.
That quick offensive push, though, absolutely crucial for Chicago. Gave them a pretty big advantage here. I want to see how this one plays out, man. I don't know. I'm so torn because it's like I like to remain impartial, but man, do I want to see Crossroads.
I would love to see Crossroads. As we are going here, Chicago on defense. LAG is going to have to do something here on this offense. They do get 2 kills here with a 4-stack here on the A side.
Massive aggressive push by Lag, moved in, cleared that hill, and took it. They've got that second tick. They're working on the third. I think they're going to get it here.
This is going to be a fast cap.
Mags, he's in. Yeah, that's a fast cap. Yeah, they got it for sure.
2:20 left. The cap.
I think they might have. I think they might have just tied with that speed run against Chicago early on because I think they both had 2:20 left when they capped it.
Gotta see if they can do the same with the B though, because Chicago basically just ran straight from A to B and got the cap. His Prufio just swimming along that pool edge.
I'll tell you, they got plenty of time to figure it out. 2 minutes going into this, and they just broke that control point, pushed Chicago off of it, and they're on it already capping it. Chicago kind of chasing their tails here.
Yeah, Chicago's got to get some huge kills right here. We're already almost at 2 ticks here on the B site. Alex still left alive. Alex has turned this around. He's 22 and 22. So
just short of that second tick. Chicago is going to be able to clear that one back down. They did get in just that last second. Lag just short.
Gems with 2 big kills right here. Chicago kind of getting this back under control. They do have the life advantage, but you still have a minute and a half here if you're LAG to work with. So no rush to push into this. B-bomb, or I always want to call it bomb sites.
That's okay. No, I mean, if you look at the lives remaining, though, it's been pretty neck and neck the whole time. It's only a 1 life lead with Chicago. Well, I guess I should say 2 life lead right now, but still even on the gun skill at the moment. Both teams putting up good numbers.
Zaire getting a nice two-piece there. Rufio trying to follow him into that hill. Oh, that was a Cookie with a bold jump out there. LAG is on this hill. They do get the second tick. It's just all come down to Jims. They're going to get the stick if he doesn't get out there. Oh, Mags and Jims with the perfect timed pinch to stop that cap from coming in. You still have Zaire here up in money. Being that nuisance. 53 seconds. LAG has the 1 life lead.
This is going to come down to it.
Chicago, no respawns remaining. Oh, they're down to 2 lives now. That went so fast as LAG now on the hill, getting the kills in the back. 2-2. Round 5 of control.
Oh, it comes down to this.
Chicago needs to pull this out here to keep their Chumps' hopes alive. Alex M was just absolutely frying at the end of that map. What a grenade there.
Oh, a little bit of a graphical thing going on. I don't know what that was.
I mean, it was just stuck in the wall. Is Eaton 29-25 for his team. Alex M 28-26. So here we are. Chicago does have the defense, but we've seen that either way you can win from offense or defense. I think both have done both at this point.
Yeah, both have won an offense and a defense.
Chicago hitting this A side a little bit slower, getting some kills before they rush in. They do manage to clear everybody off without losing a single life. That's going to be huge for Chicago. Jim's here watching this rotation to B. When you do clear everyone off A, you usually spawn them over on this B side.
That was a nice little cutoff by Jims there.
This is allowing Chicago to kind of push up closer to LAG spawn, make it harder for them to get any map control. They've only given up 1 tick
Chicago,
here.
yeah, Chicago's still only 1 life down. Kill feed right now is lighting up real well for Chicago.
Chicago, great position here. I mean, but it only takes 1 wave of kills for LAG to be right back in this. Mags with a quick kill there. He does get traded out. B is open now, but you're going to see Eaton start to head over there and watch that as they leave Cookie alone on A.
I don't know if they kind of read that play by lag, but that was a really good push by Chicago, leaving South at A and pushing the rest of the team up at B. Just kind of happened to meet the entire team's push.
2 Mags.
Ring around the rosy and 2 Mags wins that little game.
Can we get Benny Hill music playing? As those two is just full sprinting around that. As Chicago, 11 seconds away from taking this, they do still have map controls. Eaton coming flying out of Art. 2 Mags are going to run straight into the face of 2 LAG members. 7 seconds left. I believe Prufio is going to get onto that B site to stop the ticks. A is starting to go down.
Comes down to Jims. If he's able to clear it out here, they can take it, but that's a tall order.
Chicago's got
get
11 life leads, so at this point, I think you give that site up, play for lives. Just hope you don't lose control of that site to the last 5 members.
That is true. Chicago looking pretty good defensively going into this final little moment.
Mags gets 1. That's huge. Every kill now for Chicago is just 1 kill closer to winning this map, pushing us to Crossroads on map 4.
Shout out to Senior for clipping that last one. Insert Benny Hill here.
Chicago takes it. We get Crossroads, baby. Map 4, Gold Chumps. Hopefully we push it to a map 5, even Eaton with a great read on somebody there in money.
Hats off to both teams. Very evenly matched. Came down to the wire. 5th round. Both teams going into that 5th round had an offense and defensive win. And so just a very even matchup there. I am very excited for that. I hope it's done well because I love zombies mode and a open world kind of survival wave. I don't know. DayZ meets Call of Duty. I'm all for it. Well, right now you do have both teams spreading out. Lag, though, lighten up Chicago.
LG has a great setup here. You see Lonzo down on that box. He's kind of been their long-range specialist for LAG throughout this series. Magnums come sliding in the biggest shell. So you can see on the left side there on Mag's screen, that wall has actually been extended farther behind tires. Just for visibility's sake. LAG actually spawning out here for P2. Mag's trying to do his best to get some kills. Jim's picking up one, but then getting traded out.
I mean, they're keeping it neck and neck. P1 is not necessarily a throwaway, but it's a very hotly contested point. So I think Chicago's positioning themselves really well for that P2 rotation, P2 spawn.
Yeah. I mean, if Chicago's got P2 spawns and they're going to have the lead here from P1, they're in a good spot here, moving into this second hill.
Do we know who has host on this map?
No idea. I believe it's LAG has host, but I don't know who.
Well, Lag was able to break P2 hill, and not only that, they were able to get good spawns for their team. Chicago probably going to start leaning a little bit towards that P3 spawn, keep that P2 contested, but set themselves up to have a good spawns. And actually, a weird split spawn just happened with Lag. They're spawning on both sides of the map.
Yes, we might see some strange spawns as we try to learn these, if they change the spawns at all for the rest of the hills. They didn't say.
I'm not
they
really
did,
sure
but...
what's going on. You've got Prufio that has been spawning in that like northwestern point of the map. I don't understand.
Chicago does get this hill back with 10 seconds left. Not as detrimental now that P4 is moved. And this P3 you can easily challenge from this side of the map. Down 9 points right now for Chicago. Grenades are starting to come out both directions. Eaton here looking for somebody in the hill. All of Chicago come flooding in. Cookie manages to pick up the kills and get hill control. LAG now spawning out. Chicago spawning in the back. Oh, Cookie just...
Lag moving in and answering it, but Chicago repelling them just as quickly. This is going to be big for Chicago catching back up with Lag spawning out. They've got to get themselves in good position for that P4. I still think the left side of the map, that Warsaw spawn, I think my opinion is that would be the advantage for P4,
well,
but
LAG
I want to see
just
how it
spawned
plays
there.
out.
I don't...
What's that?
The LAG just got 2 spawned at Rock for some reason while the rest of their team was on the right side of the map. We are seeing this P4 for the first time on stream. We'll see how it goes. So it's 66-75. Let's see how much time is captured here on this P4.
It's just a lot of people walking out in the open and getting picked off, and the rest of the team just kind of staying around going, I'm not going out there, you go out there. I'm not going out there, you go out there.
Cookie is on the hill.
Chicago, they sack up, they push out, and they take it. Lag, they spawn out pretty far.
And Eaton just watching over Mags. Mags still alive on the hill, finally gets taken out. Now Lonzo's turn to lay down on this hill. And I think we're, what, at a total of like 10, 15 points so far? 30 seconds into this hill. Now Zyr's turn to lay down on the hill. Nobody can get an angle on him. So, more cover than we were expecting.
Yeah, we're going to finish this first full rotation pretty much tied up between both teams. Lag, I think they are going to be able to pull ahead. Actually, it looks like they did give up those last couple of seconds on the hill. Try to get that good spawn in the early rotation to P1. The melee hill.
Yeah, that P4 was, for my first time seeing it, I mean, what did we get? 20, 30 points? If that?
I think what that hill is Cold War's attempt to kind of getting people ready for smokes again, honestly. The smokes are going to come in handy, and that's going to be crucial.
If we see smokes and respawn.
I think we will, honestly.
We will find out. I mean, smokes would make a huge difference there, but then it would just be a melee battle, literal melee.
I mean, I guess I'd like to see it.
Swinging fists. This is a 1-point game right now as we're going here into the second set of rotations.
Well, Chicago sitting pretty. Lag, they spawned out and they're kind of chalking that first P1 point, and they're kind of piling on P2. But Chicago, they're members of that scrap union, and they got those scraps, which is pretty important to them. They got to keep that lead, especially with a game as close as this. Now they got to move in and try to keep it contested and break or break that hill.
That's this is going to be back to a 2-point game as Chicago jumps onto the hill. Chicago actually clears out all of LAG in the back. LAG now spawning out. The kills just are coming in so fast. It's Eaton just unstoppable in the window room.
That was an absolutely huge kill by Eaton there. All of lag spawned out with 30 seconds still left to go on that point. Kind of a decision they've got to make. Do they push that far, or do they give it up and go for P3?
Mag's just kind of hiding right there next to the steps, waiting for his teammates to come back in. Like I said, P3 is a little easier to break here. Without 4 in the back makes it just so much better to commit to that P2 hill more. Wow.
Either way, looking at the breakdown, even if P4 is pretty much like a non-cappable hill, I still think it balances things out. You've got 2 easily cappable hills, 2 and 3. 1 is kind of a melee back and forth, and 4 is kind of a chalked one so far until people figure it out. Still think it's balanced.
Yeah. Mags finds someone hiding there in the corner. It was Alex. As all of LAG goes down except for Prufio, who's going to try to break into this hill. He gets one before getting traded out.
Chicago slowly pulling ahead, gaining more and more on lag as they cap that hill. It does look like lag was able to break it, and they're able to jump on it for those last 20 seconds or so. Chicago, they might move in and contest. Actually looks like they're doing that early rotation. They're going to attempt to cap that P4. We get to see this for a second time. I'm curious to see how they play this one off.
Yes. LAG looking like they're rotating early. Alonzo just going right back to the method we've seen so far of just lay on this hill. Cookie does pick him up, and let's see if he just goes and lays in the same spot. He gets picked off before he gets a chance.
You do have Zaire in really good position, though, you know, able to get those kind of 10, 15 seconds. All of Chicago spawning out, and I think they're going to be able to tie it up or at least get it close there. Less than a 10-point game.
Eaton on a great flank. LAG no sightlines now on this P4. Cookie just... I don't know if just laying down is the move. Like, right now, it's how you feel like you need to. You almost need an AR on that hill that's just challenging one of the headies, and then another one looking somewhere else. But I'm not sure. We'll see as the weeks go on here, moving into Season 3 for us, how that hill plays out.
If you've got cliffside control on your team, and you get someone on that side of the box, you've got someone in that container watching the rocks on the other side, I think that's a solid strategy, and that would play off for you. But I'd still say lay down.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see as the meta shifts to how to play that hill.
So as we go into our third rotation, still less than a 30-point game. Both teams scratching and clawing back and forth, trading in and out. Chicago right now dominating P1. Lag's going to have to move in and break it.
He is going to get... Chicago's going to break 200 points as Cookie gets a kill there in that top cat room. Looking to get spawns here for his team on P2.
I will say Lag is sitting pretty right now to get it less than a 10-point game. If I'm doing my math correct, I don't think I am.
Mags now looking for Prufio. Prufio with the melee to hold that P1. Prufio is going huge for his team on P1, while the rest of his team's been setting up for P2. He is now on a 5-kill streak. See if he can keep this going, as he's now in the middle of all of Chicago. They finally take him down.
He was pinched, but you know what he did there is he grabbed all of Chicago's attention for the last 10, 15 seconds on P1. 1v3, and the rest of Lag was already on P2. Good move on their part, and Chicago, I question kind of the commitment they did taking out Prufio.
Yes, the two Mags just trying to find a way into this hill, but LAG just seems to have an answer for as they take a slight lead here. 30 seconds left on this P2. Chicago trying to find a way in. Cookie finds... He actually got 3 there. As 2Mags comes in and cleans up the rest, that's going to be 17 seconds left here. That's going to make this essentially a tied game. Actually, LAG spawned in the back still. Mags doesn't care. He still gets the 2-piece. They're still going to end up about a tied game as we go here into P3. You do have 2 Chicago already in the back there. Chicago in control of this hill. You do have Alex at the front door.
Massive push by Chicago there. Huge play on their part. Pulling back ahead. They can win it on this hill, but it is hotly contested.
Both teams can still win it on this hill. As everybody's going down from both teams. Chicago comes on top, 10 seconds away from pushing us to a map 5.
Get back on that hill, Chicago.
Eaton's on a 5 streak. Alex M answers with a 2-piece. Prufio saving this game. 3 seconds for Chicago to win this. 30 seconds here for LAG. As they are in full control of this P3, they cannot... Oh, wait. They can win it here.
Be absolutely clutch if they're able to move in, contest it, clear
Chicago just got so many kills. 1 second left. Chicago pushing it to a map 5.
Oh, that was a close game all the way to the end. I'm so glad we went to a map 4. I am so glad. That was... I know people are probably complaining about that P4. Honestly, I like it.
I don't mind it. I think Dale sucks as a player. But...
I get that feeling. Like anytime I watch like a football game, the whole time I'm kind of, unless it's a blowout either side, I always have that like tightness in my chest, and I get kind of the butterflies because I've got apprehension, and I got that same feeling here.
So we are in game already. It looks like LAG doing the usual A hit with one watching mid. Chicago getting first blood. Cookie. That is huge. Eaton picking up another. Sire looking for one from top Eskies. Jim's coming up from mid up that Eskies. It's all down to Lonzo. He picks up one. He does
Jim's
not...
absolutely saving Cookie's butt there.
He does not have the ACOG here on the Krieg like he did on Miami. As I don't know what gun skin that is, but the black with the LA logo and the diamond looks really good together.
I don't know, man. To me, all I see is like a middle school girl's like binder. Whenever I see the diamonds like that, it's just bedazzled to me, or bejeweled, or whatever it's called.
Cookie's got to make sure he doesn't get picked off here. He's got 30 seconds to wait. They know the bomb's down here. As Jims picks up the kill, top Eskies. We have a 1-0 Chicago.
Senior, I actually do wear sneakers a lot. They're very comfortable and ergonomic, so don't talk smack.
There's a lot of New Balances in our work office. This LAG needs to find a spark here. As they've lost the last 2 maps. Chicago having the momentum here, going to this map 5, taking that first round. LAG's got to snap back to those first 2 maps and realize we can do this, boys. Just about getting that first kill, finding that first pick. Mags finds the first one. Rufio gets another one up at the Eskies. Chicago now down to 2 players, Jims and Mags. Mags watching that mid. Does look like this might be a wrap to be.
I think they're gonna read this that
Alex is in a great spot here though to see this beautiful. Oh, he looks
no! That COD timing.
He's gonna see Jim's cross though. So they know this B hit's coming, as you're gonna start to see LAG start to rotate. At least one player, they're leaving one on A.
Well, Prufio in a really good position to see them trying to get into apartments. Were they able? Oh, were they able to get in? No, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong person.
Oh, is this gonna be a wrap back to A through B? Oh my god, if they find this way back to A. 14 seconds. Mags goes down. It's a foot race now as Jim's gonna try to get this plant down before they get to him.
Why is he standing?
It didn't matter. As LAG tied up 1-1. That would have been so strange if he wrapped to B, then all the way around back to A. Jims was just trying to get that bomb down. 1-1. We'll see if LAG goes with the casual, the standard 3-1 A hit.
I think that's what we're looking at here.
Look at the kills across the board. Nobody has more than 2. Nobody has less than 1. There's no outstanding performance. Everybody is on their A game.
Evenly matched.
As you, Magnum's on a huge flank down here on street side. As the fight goes down at A. Eaton picks up Zyre for the first blood. Prufio returns the favor.
Get over on Mags once he gets close to them. I want to see how this flank plays out.
Mags picks up one, and it's now down to Prufio. He knows Mags is behind him. He knows somebody's in front of him. He's gonna try
Yeah, but in the position they're in right now, Prufio possibly could be walking himself into a little bit of a pinch situation.
Oh, is he gonna go for Chico backdoor A hit?
I think Jim's is wise to it though.
Jim's just playing his life here. He does spot him. Mags again over the information. You can see him start to do that cutoff so he can't rotate to B. 25 seconds. Prufio's stuck between a rock and a hard place right now.
No, stuck between a Mags and a Jim.
He is just chasing Jim. Jim's just playing his life. Magnum's gonna back off here. He has the time for a plant, so Magnum's gonna have to do this retake. 1v1. Prufio, is he gonna back right into Mags? Oh, Mags does get the kill with the good read to allow the plant and get the easy kill in Eskies. Gets the defuse. Magnum's now 3-2. Chicago up 2-1.
Going to the 4th round. Chicago on the attack. Mags is making some really clutch plays this entire series.
Yeah, I think the first S&D he struggled a little bit. But I mean, the first S&D was what, 6-1, 6-2, so all of Chicago is struggling on Miami's. They look a little more comfortable here. On Moscow we haven't even touched on the Moscow minimap. It's a little bit different. Bottom right and bottom left kind of just chopped off. Doesn't affect the play too much. Just kind of gets rid of those campy spots in the back. Chicago does look like
a pretty solid A push, but I think Lag is wise, seeing if they'll possibly wrap down to B once they realize how dug in Lag is.
Yeah, Alex M did pick off somebody there in mid-map. Chicago may be waiting to hit this. The shots are going to give them away. 3 LAG players still here, just waiting for somebody from Chicago to challenge. Eaton gets picked off. Magnums has pushed himself all the way up to B. Is it now back to Magnums and Jims again? They had the good teamwork on the other round, so let's see if they can continue. But it's a little harder when it's 2v4s.
Jim's in a very tough position here, 1v3. Not saying it can't be done. I'm sorry, 1v4. Was able to take out. Now it is 1v3. He did see Alex. He was able to get him. Taking it down to a 1v2. He's slowly running out of time, though, and I think Zyre's going to be camping that A bomb site.
Yeah, Zyre just needs to peek around this corner. Or even once Jims is done with this plant, yeah, they're going to find him. That's going to be LAG tying it up 2-2. Are we going to get around 11? Am I feeling it? Round 11, map 5, gold chumps. I would love to see it. Jim's just getting a 2-piece, doing as much work as he could try to muster here in a 1v4 situation.
I mean, he made the best of it. He was just in a tough spot. He did the best he could, and there was really not a lot he could do there.
Here we go. It does look like potentially a B hit here from LAG, or maybe a mid hit.
I think they're kind of still deciding on what they want to do here.
Lonzo with that ACOG again.
I think looks like what they did is they kind of just reached out. They've got 2 people north and south kind of getting information, and then they're going to use that to decide on which bomb to hit.
I think they read that Mags did that flank on their last A hit, so they kind of waited for that over-aggression. And, I mean, they kind of played defensively on offense as Jims just lays on the trigger. LAG taking... Is that their first lead? 3-2?
Yes, it is. Going into the 6th round.
All right, here we go. Round 5, 6. As Prufio 6-3, Zaire 6-3, Jim's 5-4 on Chicago side.
Get the breakdown for equipment before bullets start flying. And
Three
a lot of
SMGs, a lot of faster moving things here, especially on the Chicago side. Is Lonzo? He's in great spot to catch Chicago. As they cross this globe spot, and then he manages to hide. They can't find him. They do finally pick him up, but Alex had time to get over there, get support. Alex gets traded out there by Cookie. Now 2v2.
It's like Chicago doing that wrap down back to B. Lag, trying to figure out what's going on. It's hard to tell, but I think Prufio does know where they're at.
Oh, Cookie just barely gets out with his life. Are they gonna wrap this to A? What a read by Chicago to get this over to A. LAG has no idea. Oh, but they are coming up through Eskies. Their Magnum's gonna run right into both of them.
Jims does know where they're at now. I'm sorry, Cookie, not Jim. I'm so used to Jims and Mags being last left, I assumed.
Oh, great teamwork there by Prufio and Sire. To just kind of bait and trade on who is challenging. LAG takes 4-2 lead. LAG kind of showing that they do know the S&D strats, as they were. That A rotation was great, but LAG was right behind them once the bomb went down.
Their biggest, I think, kind of what did Chicago in there was Mags pushing Eskies a little bit and caught unawares. Well, we are going into the 7th round. Lag 4, Chicago Hunted 2. Final matchup of the night. This win decides who is crowned the champion for the Gold Division. Lag on the attack. Again, kind of doing it's like this 2 in the mid, 1 top, 1 bottom. And it's almost like they're deciding on which route they want to take.
I think this is a hard counter to what Mags was doing in the early rounds of pushing those flanks. They're trying to punish Chicago for being aggressive on defense, but Chicago also smartening up and just kind of holding all of their lanes, waiting for LAG to make the move.
Advantage of defense here is defense bomb sites are a lot closer for them, so they can get there and protect them. Not a lot going on.
Mags
Both kind of probing and testing the waters.
Mags did see some players from LAG start to come through this. They're going to know that there's...
He can't quite get the angle on him.
Eaton does pick up Alex M somewhere on top Eskies. Cookie picking up another one from mid on the escalators. Zyra almost gets a huge 2-piece. It's now down to Lonzo.
Tough position to be in. Has to grab the bomb and make the push 2v1. Looks like he rotates B, and Chicago has no idea. He's got to get there quickly.
He's got time to plant the bomb. Chicago's going to have a retake, but it is a 2v1 situation, so if they play this right, as we are back to that Magnum's Jims combo, Lonzo has his work cut out for him. If he catches them mid-map here, it's actually looking the wrong way. Did they spot him?
I think they spotted him.
They did spot him. Is Chicago going to take that round, bring it back 3-4?
Chicago not going down without a fight, keeping it close.
Lonzo did a great job of getting that bomb planted, rotating away from where all the pressure was, but then that spot he decided to post up on was just kind of strange. I guess he was expecting him to come through lobby and not hit the mid push.
I don't know. Given where everyone was at, you'd think an Esky would be like the quickest route to that point.
It depends on where they are. He didn't know both were sitting in that brick area. So he was probably assuming one was lobby or the bushes next to lobby.
I suppose.
On that outside, he's looking to pick one of those two up, but
4-3 going into the 8th round. Lag still leading by one round over Chicago.
Managed to get himself all the way up here.
Looks like Zaire's in good position, though. I don't think Cookie knows he's there.
Raid's going down mid-map. Alex M managed to get 2. Cookie gets 1, but now they're going to know where he's at. Prufio looking to pick Cookie up, possibly.
2v2 situation developing. Cookie, I think, in a really good spot. Prufio. Oh, wow. Prufio answering. I thought Cookie had him there.
Is eaten now. Left alone. 2v1. He has the bomb, so he has that to his advantage. Maybe hoping they rotate B with this little delay here. It's both pushing mid.
I think they're reading it as they know he's probably going. Actually, he is going to be wrapping around. No, he does not have time.
No. LAG goes up 5-2. They are 1 round away from winning our gold chumps.
Imagine the pressure both teams are feeling right now. It all comes to potentially for Chicago. This could be game over for them, and for Lag, this could be them bringing home a dub for the Gorillas.
Well, they're
First
LAG
time
in this.
No, I know. I'm just being sarcastic.
First time ever. Team that's been around for a year and a half and 2 weeks. Is Magnum's with this aggressive esky push. LAG is actually pushing extremely hard here. Just kind of freight training their way into this A control. Bomb is already going down.
If you think about it, they've got the rounds to spare. They've done this before, actually. I think they did this in the first set of S&D.
It's now down to Jims and Cookie in a 4v2 situation to hold on to their hopes for chumps. Down to just Cookie now as Jims does get 1 for him, but LAG takes it 3-2 in the series, 6-3 in the last S&D. I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting fireworks at the end of that map or something.